Hey guys, Snizard here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Snizard from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, of course. That's where most of the large and in charge monster characters are from, right? That said, this is also brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, and just to get this out the gate right quick, this is probably my least favorite of the deluxe monster offerings from the Lightning Collection. So much so I don't even have a Christmas carol ready for him like I did with Piranha's Head, oh how I love you, Piranha's Head. Again, I'm still trying to press on and have the happiest 2024 this side of the nut house. If you watch the Piranha's Head review from yesterday, find out more about that. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I'd like to give a shout out to the lovely Aunt Kelly and my family down in Florida, because I think they're all still in Florida, for hooking this up along with Piranha's Head for Christmas 2023, for those of you watching this in the future. That said, it is the future as of the time I'm going to be having this go public, because I'm recording it literally the day after Christmas. So again, a lone tear for Christmas 2023. Let's just say it was a bit of a rough one there. So getting into the meat and taters of this review, this guy comes with quite a few accessories, but before we do that, let's bring out good old Zach here, the Black Ranger. Standard size comparison there. Here you go. That said, why don't we take this out of his hand, because we can use this guy for a minute here. Because much like the Pumpkin Wrapper, who I looked at a long time ago, Snizard comes with a couple accessories that you could totally use with him. Like this, where would your boy, where lasso? It's a song I had to play in Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, get all the cool Megadeth and Slayer stuff I actually wanted to play. Random side tangent. Either way, it comes to the snake lasso, which you can wrap around poor old Zach here and pull him off to the side so he can never be seen again. That said, he also comes with this snake coil, which initially I thought went around one of his legs, but it's supposed to go around the Rangers, so let's see if I can get it to fit. I mean, easier said than done, but I think it's possible. It's like you really need it to go around the arms for it to be effective, because if it doesn't go around the arms, then that's kind of pointless. Alright, let's try it without the arm. There you go. He's tangled up in a snake. Probably use this for one of the snake men from Masters of the Universe too, if you wanted to. These snakes are a lot better than the one Mattel gave the Masterverse Pighead, so that tells you anything. Getting Zach out of the way here. He also comes with a crazy bow and arrow, all of the Ultimate Thulsa Doom I looked at, what, a freaking year ago? Came out almost 2 years ago now, but it's the cultist, cult leader robe Thulsa Doom Ultimate figure from Super 7's Conan line. He came with a bow with like a snake arrow, kind of like this. It was way less warped than this, because this is gummy plastic, so I had to heat this thing up to straighten it out, and I might have to keep doing that, because it's still a little warped. And he doesn't hold it very well. He doesn't hold any of his accessories very well, because he's got weird snake hands. He's got this cool little crown effect for his head. You can pop this on the top here, I think like this. I'm not mistaken, it's something like this, where the four prongs are going back. There you go. But panning the camera up so you can see that. There you go. There's his wacky crown effect piece there. And then last but not least, he of course comes with a tail, because no Snizard is complete without a tail. It's got a bendy wire in it, but it only really gives you that much. you're not going to get more out of that. It's just a big ball socket that pegs onto the back. So, bringing Snizard up close and personal here. Again, big ball peg sticking right out of his ass. A cool design. You know, he's definitely wacky like the other monsters, but he just seems small compared to the other monsters. Like, the arms seem very small. I'm sure this is accurate. I'm sure the size is quote-unquote correct for his size before he gets, you know, humongous. Which, by the way, side note, it would be kind of cool to get some Megazords in this scale. So that way you can do some cool, like, shots of these monsters fighting the Megazords without having to buy, like, super giant figures that take up a lot of real estate. I would buy a Mighty Morphin Zord if they offered it. But I guess you could get the Super 7 Zords if you wanted to. I think those would work. But as far as this guy's articulation goes, it's pretty, you know, standard, minimal. Less than Piranha's head, that's for sure. He's got a ball joint in the head, but it doesn't work that well. He's got a hinge in the jaw. Again, it doesn't work that well until you pull down on it like this. If I can here. And completely rip his front off and have him go in full-blown Violator from spawn mode. That's wild as hell. Like, what is going on here? He's got two little snakes that pop out of there too. Like, holy crap, this thing is wild looking. He's got the little fin on the back. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. That's crazy. That reminds me of the Mummies Alive Fright Sight Jakal. Like, he had a crazy mouth gimmick like that. He does have, again, the ball joint in the head. Works a lot better with this down here. You can tilt side to side. You can rotate up and down and whatnot. Shoulders go out, back down. He doesn't even have butterflies or anything like that. They're just in there. They do rotate. Single elbow, which seems kind of odd. I feel like they could have put a double in there. It does rotate. He's got the weird snake hands, which do just rotate and hinge. And due to the nature of the hands, I don't think they could have put the right hinge in there. And I will say he does have a difficult time holding his accessories sometimes, so that kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Guess we can close this up. Craziness. He's got a ball joint in the torso that can tilt all around. I think it's a double or a really well placed single. But either way, you get a lot of range out of that. A little loose, but not terrible. Hips kick forward and back. They do kick out, back down. I don't think he's got a drop down or anything like that. Piranha's head didn't. He's got a thigh cut. He's got a swivel at the knee with a hinge. Very limited articulation on it. Like Pudgy Pig had double knees, for crying out loud. I'm surprised this guy doesn't. There's plenty of real estate here for it. He does have the ball hinge ankles though, so you can rotate his foot and hinge it forward and back. A little loose on those hinges, but he does also have the rocker. So very, very cool. Kind of small feet too. But look at his legs. They're just columns of snakes. It's wild, dude. But kind of lackluster compared to some of the other monsters, but I do still like him, and I'm happy to have him as part of my collection. He's still better than a lot of other Hasbro offerings. Marvel Legends. So take that with a grain of salt, but you know, you gotta strive to do better, man. You always gotta strive to do better. So with that being said, before we wrap this up, let's bring in our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus, of course. Wouldn't be one of my videos without him. Even though it's a new year, old habits ain't dying hard here. We of course also have the infamous 11 Spawn, who again seems like he's a bit tall compared to these Power Ranger monster dudes, so maybe you can mix them in with your Spawn stuff. You should tilt the camera down. Got enough high rise there, but yeah, I'm not good at centering stuff lately. What the heck? There we go. That said, I am working with big awkward characters, so maybe that's got something to do with it. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to stand by my previous statement in saying that good old Snizard here is by far my least favorite of the monster offerings from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. Not because he's a bad figure or anything like that. I mean, let's face it, he's probably a lot better than a lot of other Hasbro products out there. Marvel Legends. I mean, the whack-ass design for this character alone sells it. I mean, he's got the Violator jaw on full display here, with snakes coming out of it. And if that doesn't catch your attention on a shelf, I don't think anything will. That said, it just seems like he's a bit lacking for the price point and is a bit small for the price point. Even Pudgy Pig seemed pretty sizable compared to this guy. And while I don't have the Mighty Minotaur yet, because Amazon was a day late with that one, kind of funny, kind of not, I can't say that this guy is going to be surpassing anyone in this Monsters line, for yours truly, anyways. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.